Hello and welcome again to another day of classes. Today we're going to be continuing with the Interchange 5th edition level 3, the Green Book, and today we're going to be finishing with the Unit 6. In the previous class we were talking about, describing problems and making complaints, and now we're going to be discussing what needs fixing and how to say that. Okay? Very good. Let's start right away with a conversation. With that, it's gonna be a really good example of what we're gonna be seeing on the grammar for today. It needs to be adjusted. Okay, so let's listen to both part A and part B, and then we're gonna be answering the question on part B. Listen to another tenant's call with Mr. Leroy. What's the tenant's problem? Okay, get the answer for this question. But let's start by listening. So let's listen.
Page 38. Exercise 6. Conversation. It needs to be adjusted. Part A. Listen and practice.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Leroy. This is Heather Foreman.
Ms. Foreman?
In apartment 12C.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you? Does your refrigerator need fixing again?
No, it's the oven this time.
Oh, so what's wrong with it?
Well, I think the temperature control needs to be adjusted. The oven keeps burning everything I try to cook.
Really? Okay, I'll have someone look at it right away.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Leroy.
By the way, Ms. Foreman, are you sure it's the oven and not your cooking?
Page 38. Exercise 6. Part B. Listen to another tenant's call with Mr. Leroy. What's the tenant's problem?
Hello?
Hello, is this the manager?
Yes, this is Mr. Leroy.
This is Carl Harris in apartment 10C.
Yes, how can I help you, Mr. Harris?
I'm having a problem with the electricity.
What sort of problem with the electricity?
Well, it keeps going off and coming back on again.
I see. Is it just the lights, or is it the appliances, too?
Let me check. No, the refrigerator is okay, so it must be just the lights.
I guess the fuse box needs to be checked. I'll come up and take a look at it right away.
Thanks so much.
Okay, very good. Did you get the answer for these questions? What's the tenant's problem? The one that we were listening right now? If you do, let's check. Well, the lights keep going off and coming back on again. So it was flickering. Okay, very good. Did you get these answers? Very good. Okay, so this was something that they were using the grammar that we're going to be seeing today. That something that needs to be adjusted or something that keeps burning or keeps flickering. Okay, we're going to be seeing the grammar now. And it's going to be exactly related to this, okay? So, defining problems, part 2. Let's continue with our, with our resources. That it's going to be the same, but with more information. Okay, to keep saying some, describing problems, you use it with need plus gerund, need plus passive infinitive, and keep plus gerund, okay? So, you can say that what it needs. The oven needs adjusting. The alarm needs fixing. Okay? The gerund is what it needs. Or using the passive infinitive, it needs to be adjusted. So it's passive and it's using the infinitive to be. It needs to be fixed. Or when you're saying why is the problem with it, we use keep then gerund. Everything keeps burning. The alarm keeps going up, so it continues and continues to happen, and that is a problem. So basically, in these two cases, we say what is needed for it to stop having a problem, and in here we're saying what it continues to happen. Use the past participle, not the present participle or gerund, with passive forms. The oven needs to be fixed, not the oven needs to be fixing, okay? So here is with the past participle. It needs to be adjusted or it needs to be fixed. Okay, very good. Let's see some other type of information about this. Okay, so we have here some verbs and the nouns and the adjectives of these different types of problems. You have the verb break. You can have a break, or it can be broken. You can damage something. It can have some damage. It can have some damage, or it can be damaged. You can crack something. It can have cracks, or it can be cracked. The same with the scratch. Scratch is a scratch. Chip, chips, or chipped. Peel doesn't have a noun, or it's peeling. Okay, so you can take your time to read all of this. Tear, tears, or torn. You can wear, you can have some wear, or it can be worn out. You can have a smudge, you can smudge, you can have a smudge, or you can be smudged. You can stain something, you can have a stain, or it can be stained. You can rust something, it can have some rust, or it can be rusty. You can dent something, it can have a dent, or it can be dented. You can clog something, you can have a clog, or it can be clogged. You can leak something, it can have a leak, or it can be leaking. You can burn something, it can have a burn, or it can be burned or burned. Both of them are correct. Okay, so how can these problems be fixed? So if we have a plant that doesn't have any water, you can say that the plant needs to be watered. If the wall has a space where it's not painted, the wall needs painting. The fan needs fixing. The lampshade needs replacing. The trash needs to be taken out. The clothes need to be picked up. Okay, so we can use need with the passive voice. This is the thing that we were seeing. So we have the active voice and the passive voice. Someone needs to take out the trash. So we have the doer, the action verb, and the receiver. Well, you change it to the passive voice, the receiver becomes the subject. Okay, so someone needs to take out the trash. The trash needs to be taken out. Okay, so it doesn't matter who does it, but the important thing is to get out the trash, take out the trash. Okay. So that's the way that we use the passive voice. So we have someone needs to take out the trash. When you change it to passive, the trash needs to be taken out. Okay? So we have the action verb, the infinitive, but we need to use the verb be as well in between the infinitive. Okay? The trash needs to be taken out. Need plus passive voice, I think that we were seeing here. The clothes needs to be picked up. Or with gerund, the clothes need picking up. The clothes need to be picked up, or with gerund, the clothes need picking up. And the same can be with these other verbs. Thrown out, wash, sweep, take out, and clean. Throw out. The food in the fridge needs to be thrown out. Or, the food in the fridge needs throwing out. Wash. Dishes needs to be washed, or the dishes need washing. The floor needs to be swept, or the floor needs sweeping. The trash needs to be taken out, or the trash needs taken out. The microwave needs to be cleaned, or the microwave needs cleaning. Okay? Some continuous problems. These were the ones for these two, need plus gerund and need plus passive infinitive. Now we're going to be seeing the keep plus gerund. And this is for problems that continuous problems. Are there any problems that continuously happen in your house? Okay, let's see. The dog keeps getting the floor dirty. The oven keeps burning my food. The smoke alarm keeps going off. Someone keeps leaving the dishes in the sink. So these are problems that continue to happen, okay? Very good. So the structure for this is keep plus the gerund with ing. That's for actions that happen regularly or that don't stop happening. It keeps raining until dry season. People keep calling me. The oven keeps burning my food. So this is the way to mention the problems that we have that continue to happen. Okay? Someone keeps leaving the dishes in the sink. To describe what needs to happen, we use need plus gerund or needs plus to plus be plus past participle. Okay, this is what we saw. First, we identify the problem. The oven keeps burning my food. The someone keeps leaving dishes in the sink. And then we say, what do we need to do to solve that? With need or needs plus gerund or plus to be plus past participle. The dishes need washing or the dishes need to be washed. Someone keeps leaving the dishes in the sink, so the dishes need washing or the dishes need to be washed. Okay? I hope that you understand this, and I hope it's not so hard for you to understand. I know that you can do this with no problems at all. Okay, very good. Now, if we see this on the grammar, it's the same thing that we saw. It's really easy. We first say what's the problem that continues to happen. Everything keeps burning, the alarm keeps going off, and then we say it's needed to resolve that problem. The oven needs adjusting, the alarm needs fixing, it needs to be adjusted, it needs to be fixed. So these are the two ways to do it. Now, if you understand this, I want you to look at this image. You can stop the video here to watch this image and look at all of the things. This and this and this and this and this and this and this here and this here and that here, this here and this too. And now, what needs to be done in this apartment? You're going to write some sentences about these items using need with gerunds or passive infinitive. And we have these 8 things. The cupboards, clean. These are the cupboards. The fire alarm, adjust. The lights, replace. The plants, water. The oven, fix. The ceiling, paint. The window, wash. The light switch, change. For example, the number 1, the cupboards and clean. The cupboards need cleaning, or the cupboards need to be cleaned. That's using this or this, okay? So take your time to complete this with the rest, and after you finish, we're gonna check. Okay, so the cupboards needs to be cleaned or needs cleaning. The fire alarm needs to be adjusted or needs adjusting. The lights need to be replaced or need replacing. The plants need to be watered or need watering. The oven needs to be fixed or needs fixing. The ceiling needs to be painted or needs painting. The window needs to be washed or needs washing. The light switch needs to be changed or needs changing. If you have these answers, very good. You are correct. Okay, now let's go to this word power right here. It's gonna be great. And you're gonna circle the correct gerund to complete the sentences. Then compare with a partner that it's gonna be me, and checking that we always do. Take your time to complete this, the problems with electronics, and then we're gonna check. Okay, you finished? Let's check. Well, my TV screen goes on and off all the time. It keeps flickering. The music player app jumps to the next song every 20 seconds. It keeps skipping. The battery in my new camera doesn't last long. It keeps dying. Something is wrong with my computer. It keeps crashing. I can't talk for long on my new phone. It keeps dropping calls. Number 6, the printer isn't making all the copies I want. It keeps jamming. My computer needs to be replaced. It keeps freezing. The buttons on the remote control don't work well. They keep sticking. If you have those answers, very good. You are correct. Now let's continue to this part of pronunciation. Interesting. You're gonna listen and practice and notice how a change in stress changes the meaning of each question and elicits a different response. That is the contrastive stress. So you can ask for different things by saying the same sentence in different tones or stress. So let's listen and then we're gonna practice. Okay, so let's listen.
Page 40, Exercise 9. Pronunciation. Contrastive stress. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice how a change in stress changes the meaning of each question and elicits a different response.
Is the bedroom window cracked?
No, the kitchen window is cracked.
Is the bedroom window cracked?
No, the bedroom door is cracked.
Is the bedroom window cracked?
No, it's stuck.
Okay, you notice? In each one of them, they say the same sentence, but the difference was stressed in the different words that matter. Is the bedroom window cracked? No, the kitchen window is cracked. Is the bedroom window cracked? No, the bedroom door is cracked. Is the bedroom window cracked? No, it's not cracked, it's stuck. I'm not changing the sentence, but I'm changing my tone and stress when saying it. And it's something really important to practice and know. Okay, so let's practice this, and by listening to these questions, and you're gonna be checking the correct response for each one of them. Okay, and then we're gonna check. Okay, so let's listen.
Page 40. Exercise 9. Part B. Listen to the questions. Check the correct response. 1. A.
Are my jeans torn?
B.
Are my jeans torn?
2. A.
Is the computer screen flickering?
B.
Is the computer screen flickering?
Really interesting. Remember, if you need to listen again, just go back on the video to listen to it one more time. But if you got it first try, let's check. So, are my jeans torn? No, your shirt is torn. And are my jeans torn? No, they are stained. Okay, number 2. Is the computer screen flickering? No, it's freezing. Is the computer screen flickering? No, the TV screen is flickering. Okay? If you got this, very good. You're very good at listening. Okay, and if you're very good at listening, let's listen to another thing. A throwaway culture. You're gonna listen to a conversation between two friends and answer these questions. And also answer the extra question, what is a throwaway culture? Okay, so take your time to listen to this as much times as you need, and then we're gonna check, okay? Okay, so let's listen.
Page 40. Exercise 10. Listening. A throwaway culture. Part A. Listen to a conversation between two friends. Answer the questions.
Haley, where have you been? I've been texting you all morning.
Sorry, Aaron. My phone keeps freezing, and the camera isn't working. I'm gonna go buy a new phone after class.
You'll spend a ton of money on a new phone. Why don't you just fix it?
I don't trust repair technicians. They charge you for parts you don't need, or they supposedly fix it, but a few days later the same problem comes back. I don't have time for that.
I agree there are a lot of dishonest ones, but I know someone. My phone kept shutting off, and this guy only charged me $50 to fix it, and my phone has worked perfectly ever since.
Yeah, Aaron, but we have different phones. Everyone says mine is more complicated.
This guy is a genius. He won't charge you if he can't fix it. Plus, Haley, you shouldn't throw electronics away if you can fix them. It's terrible for the environment. I read this article about how we're becoming a throwaway culture.
A throwaway culture?
Yeah, we throw things away instead of trying to fix them.
Well, I think companies don't make things, especially electronics, as well as they used to. The quality of everything just isn't as good as before.
Oh, I agree. The article mentioned that too, but it made a good point. If the companies are making things worse than before, why should we buy more? That's what the companies want. It's better to give a local repair technician some money and help small businesses. And you'll spend less too.
I guess I see your point. So this guy guarantees his work?
Yep. Why don't we stop by his shop after class?
All right. You convinced me, Aaron.
Okay, so Aaron have a really good point about it. Okay, did you get the answer for these questions? Okay, so what is wrong with Haley's phone? Well, the phone keeps freezing and the camera isn't working. What is Haley's solution? To buy a new phone. But what is Aaron's solution? Is to fix the damaged phone. And why doesn't Haley like Aaron's solution? She doesn't trust repair technicians. Okay. And what is a throwaway culture? Well, the throwaway culture is one where people throw products away instead of repair them. Okay. If you have those answers, very good. You are correct. Okay, let's now go to the last thing for today, and as always, it's a reading. Ask the fixer or problem solver. Marcy Davis addresses a common problem with ride-sharing services. Okay, read this text, and after reading it, we can complete these exercises right here. Okay, complete these two exercises. We're gonna read the advice column and find the words in italics in the article. Then check the meaning of each word, and then for each statement, check true, false, or not given. Okay, so take your time to complete this, and then we're gonna check. Okay. Okay, so let's check if you finished. So confirm is to state that something will happen. Cancellation is the act of stopping something. Representative is a person who speaks for a company. Terms are the rules of an agreement, and notification is the act of giving information. Very good. What about this one then? Lawrence booked a ride by mistake. That is false. Lawrence did not expect to be charged by his ride. That is true. The cancellation rule is available to read on the app. That is true. Marcy Davis thinks the cancellation fee is too expensive. That is not given. The company representative apologized for what happened. That is also not given. Marcy says ride-sharing agreements should be more clear. That is true. Okay, I hope that you liked the class for today. And if you did, leave a like or something. But that's been everything for today. So see you on the next time. Bye.